evening everybody, hope everyone is doing really well. It is a Thursday, it's quite late for me, it's what is it? It's nearly coming up for 10:30, which actually is quite late for me, especially on a work night. But I just wanted to check in for a couple of minutes to firstly thank everybody that has been subscribing over the past 24 hours. That was a bit of a shock for me. I'm doing these YouTube videos just as a bit of a hobby really, just something to do. I am recently separated and it just gives me a bit of an outlet and a chance to share things with other people, and I've been enjoying doing it so far. My videos are obviously in their infancy and they're not particularly fancy. I don't have any fancy intro or clip inserts or anything like that, not even any music, and so yeah, they're a bit kind of no frills at the moment, but it's really just to, as I say, do something different. I've never done things like this before and I'm really enjoying it. And just over the last 24 hours, I think when I checked in last night, I didn't go on for a couple of days, and then I checked in last night just before I went to bed. I thought I'd just see if I've had anyone else view my video, and it said I had I think it was about 362 views, so that was a shock. And then I had about 9 subscribers, so I'd gone from like 0 to 9. And then in the space of 24 hours, as I've been checking today, I think I've just hit the 800 view mark on my video, and I think I'm up to about 25 subscribers last time I checked. So I just want to say to everyone that has liked my video, subscribed, watched my video in the last 24 hours, and indeed before that as well, a huge thank you. It's really appreciated, and it just gives me a nudge in the right direction if I know that you like what I'm doing. So I will try to do more of the things that I've been doing. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you and also let you know that I have been out tonight, and I went to a Queen tribute concert. It was really good. I had a lot of fun. I do tend to struggle with social situations. I suffer with anxiety, and the thought of, I used to go out to concerts all the time when I was younger, but as I've gotten older, with my anxiety having progressed and gotten worse as I've gotten older, I have found it a lot more difficult to socialise. And then a few years back, I did actually have a really bad year, and I had a bit of a breakdown, if I'm being completely honest. I think it's good to talk about these things. And yeah, I wasn't in a very good place, and at my very worst, I was actually struggling to leave the house, even just to go and get basic provisions at the shop, like if I needed milk or whatever. It was just the whole thought of going out just terrified me, and I really did struggle. But yeah, over the last couple of years, I have been getting better slowly, and previously the thought of going out for a meal, even if it was with people I knew, it was just too overwhelming. And I am a lot better now, and I'm able to go out, I'm able to have meals with people, and this was the first night where I actually went out to an actual concert, and it was absolutely fantastic. The tribute band were really good, all of them were really good, and I love Queen. My mum got me into Queen when I was growing up. She's a huge fan, and yeah, I was very young when he passed away, Freddie Mercury, very young, but I was around just. I'm an 80s child, so I was around, I was just very little. But yeah, she brought me up on Queen, and I absolutely love them. They're one of my favourite bands. And I was really looking forward to seeing this tribute band, because obviously with him passing when I was so young, I never got the opportunity to see them. And so yeah, I'm really glad I went. I was a little bit nervous in the build-up as the afternoon was progressing, and I was getting closer towards 5 o'clock, and I'm thinking, oh God, I'm finishing work soon, and then I've got to rush to get ready. And even the thought of rushing to get ready was making me feel anxious, because I didn't have that long between. I think I logged off at like 5:15, and my mum was coming to pick me up at 5:30, so I had to quickly get ready. Sorry, don't mind me, I'm just going to make myself a cup of tea. I have shouted myself hoarse this evening with keeping up with all the songs and taking part. So yeah, I was a little bit nervous, I was rushing. And yeah, when I got there, I thought, okay, I'm doing good so far. We went out for a meal first, and that was, well, to be honest, it wasn't really that nice. Mum enjoyed her steak. Mine was horrible. I had sausage and mash. The sausages were incredibly gristly, huge lumps of gristle in, and the outer skin was really, really tough. The gravy tasted horrible. It tasted like cafeteria gravy, or the kind of gravy you used to get served at school dinners. And excuse me. So yeah, mine was really, really horrible. And the mashed potato, it did taste like it was the what do you call it? Like the pre-done stuff, like smash. And then they'd mix some butter in it to try and make it, because it looked really nice. And I thought, oh, that's like homemade mash with butter in, but it wasn't. Anyway, after the dinner, we went to the concert, and as the lights were going down, I did feel a little bit nervous. The seats themselves were okay. It was a really, really good spot that we were in, but they were quite close together. And again, just I had people next to me, and then every time people needed to go into our row, and you know when you're all having to like shimmy along the row, say excuse me, and I had to keep getting up. And people were sort of like brushing past me, and I don't like that sort of thing. It kind of makes me really nervous, and I was thinking, oh God, I'm just gonna have to try and keep breathing, use my breathing techniques, and keep calm, and just think about how enjoyable it's gonna be. But anyway, the lights went down, and once it got started, I was actually really, really into it, and I really enjoyed myself. I was clapping my hands with everybody else. I was up, standing up and joining in, and I was singing along. So yeah, it was a really good night. And as I say, this is the first time I've done something like that for a good, God, I would say about 5-6 years. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I went. The reason I wanted to let you know this, because you're probably thinking, okay, thanks for letting me know what you did this evening. The reason I'm letting you know is because one of the things I am going to sort of touch base on my channel is, amongst other things, I mean, I want to do some more shopping haul videos, but some of the things I do want to touch base on quite regularly is mental health, because it is obviously personal to me, but also because I know that there are a lot of people out there that perhaps might not have anybody that they can talk to, or may not feel like they can talk to anybody, or might not know what to do. If I can sort of share my experiences and also give people advice, it might help, I don't know, but it's worth a try. So I just wanted to let you know that I had been out, despite me being an absolute hermit and having no social life whatsoever, and having moved up to a place where my cat's having a mad 5 minutes. I've moved up to a place where I don't know anybody, yeah, my life pretty much consists of, I get up in the morning, I log on to work, I log off of work, I watch telly, and I go to bed, and that is pretty much my life. I try and do things at the weekend, and I try and go out for walks as much as I can. My mum moved up close to me this year, and that's been really nice, because I've not actually lived anywhere near my mum for probably the best part of 20 years. So I'm actually quite enjoying her being so close. She's literally round the corner from me, and that's actually really, really nice. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, you can go out and do these things if you push yourself. It is difficult, and I know that feeling of fear is horrible. It's not a nice feeling at all. Sorry, I'm absolutely gasping. And yeah, it can be quite scary, but I would just encourage any of you to try and set yourself a goal to get out there and do something that you wouldn't normally do. Whatever it is that you enjoy, even if it's once a month, and it's half an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, it doesn't matter as long as you're trying. So I would really encourage people to get out there and do something that they enjoy, and just push past that feeling of anxiety and that feeling of fear, because it is only a feeling, it can't hurt you. I know what it's like to have that feeling and you just think, oh God, I can't possibly do that. But you have to say to yourself, okay, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? If I do this, what will happen? And you almost have to kind of have a conversation with yourself in bite-sized pieces and think about it rationally and say, okay, what happens if I go out the front door? Well, if I go out the front door, then I'll be outside. Okay, and then what would happen? Well, there might be people around. Okay, what do you think those people might do? Well, they'll probably just walk on by and mind their own business. Okay, so what are you afraid of? Well, I'm afraid people might stare at me because I'm self-conscious, as an example. Okay, and what if they don't? What if they are just going about their day and they don't look at you at all? And you are able to go to the shop or do whatever it is you need to do. So you have to kind of try break it down and keep asking yourself the question of what would the consequence be if I did this? And try and break it down into bite-sized pieces, because that can sometimes make it more manageable. And I did that when I was at my worst and struggling to even make it out the front door. I was like, right, I'm gonna put my hand on the door handle and then I'm gonna let go. Okay, I managed that. This time I'm gonna put my hand on the door handle and I'm gonna pull the handle down and then release. And I it might sound daft, but I literally had to go that slowly because I would get into such a state, just absolutely frozen, trying to leave the house. So I had to take it really, really slow like that. And I got to the stage where I was like, right, now I've opened the door and I've been able to step outside. And then I rushed back in again. But then the next time I got out and I walked a few paces away from my front door and then went back inside. And I kept thinking to myself, God, if the neighbours can see me now, they'd be thinking, what on earth is she doing? But you just have to do it. And yeah, eventually I was able to go down to my local shop by myself. Even though when I got home, I burst into tears because it caused me a heck of a lot of anxiety to do it. But I was also really, really pleased that I did it. So yeah, just take your time and try and push yourself past that feeling of fear, because it is only a feeling, it can't hurt you. And it's only by actually forcing yourself to do these things that you will actually retrain your brain. Because you need to retrain yourself to think differently. Because what happens is you are afraid of something happening, so you don't do something because you're afraid of the consequence. All that does is reaffirm inside your own mind that that's the right thing to do. And, oh, okay, well, look, nothing happened to me, so therefore I'm right that I didn't go out because it's kept me safe. But all you're doing is reaffirming to yourself that it is the big bad world out there and that something will happen to me if I go out. I'm just using going out as an example because it was something that affected me. So, but yeah, if you push yourself and actually do something that you are afraid of, and then nothing happens, nothing bad happens, your brain will think, oh, okay, well, I did that and I'm fine. So maybe I can do it again. And then just keep doing it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say this evening, because I'm absolutely knackered, and I'm just going to have my quick cup of tea so that I don't wake up with a raw throat. Yeah, just again say thank you so much to everybody for watching my videos and for liking and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And I hope everybody else had a really good evening. It's Friday tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to the weekend, and I hope you are too, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. And yeah, that's it really. We'll just give a shout out to, I don't know him at all, but he was really, really good, and he is trying to make it himself with his own music at the moment, even though he does a Queen tribute act. And his name is Rob Lee, And yeah, he does a tribute act. He's just finished touring around the USA, and he's currently touring here in the UK. I think he's British, but yeah, he was absolutely fabulous, and so were the rest of the team. And he's got a website which is roblee.co.uk, and Lee is spelled Lea, so that's roblee.co.uk. So if you want to check out his music, go on his website and give him a look. But yeah, that was the concert. So check him out if you want to, if you like Queen. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and I will say good night to everybody, and take care. All right, bye.